How y'all doing? It's me again. So today I'm going to tell you the story of Jonah. Now, I know y'all thinking, well, I know the story of Jonah. He's the one that got ate up by that big old fish and it spit him out and stuff. Well, it's probably been so long since you heard it, you probably don't even remember nothing but that. So just hush and I'd let me tell you again. So anyway, here's what happened. So old Jonah, he's a prophet, okay? God come to him and he said, Jonah, I need you to do something. I need you to go to the city of Nineveh and I need you to talk with them folks. Now, I'll tell you what to say, but you got to go talk to them because they just wild. Well, Jonah thought, man, I don't want to go do that. Man, they wild and they want to fight and cuss and just don't want to act right. And I don't want to go over and do that. They kind of acted like a church league softball is what they acted like. So he didn't want to have to go do that. So he said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Tarsus. So he went and got him a ticket, got on a boat. He was going to take off Tarsus. Well, here come old God. God said, no, sir. So he had a big old storm blowed up and the wind was up blowing. Well, here them fellers on that boat, they was getting scared. They didn't know what to do. Well, Jonas, he was in the bottom of that boat, he was sleeping, taking a nap. They said, what's the matter with you, boy? You got a storm going on out here? He said, who are you anyway? He said, well, actually, he said, it's probably all my fault. So they said, well, what are we going to do? And he said, well, probably the best thing to do is just throw me overboard. Well, they didn't want to do that. You know, they just met him, and he seemed all right. But here, the only thing they had to do, they tossed him overboard. Well, he was swimming around. He was sinking. He didn't know what to do. Next thing you know, big old fish come up, swallowed him. This part y'all remember right here. Big old fish swallowed him. He was in there 3 days and 3 nights. He got to praying to God. He said, I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, that fish spit him up on land. So then Jonah thought, what should I do? I know, I better go to Nineveh. So that's what he did. He went to Nineveh. And them people, they didn't act right. They was acting wild. Well, it took 3 days to walk through that town. That's how big it was. It was a big old city. So here he was walking through. About that first day, he told all of them, he said, in 40 days, God's going to take y'all out of here because y'all don't know how to act. Well, they started thinking, he may be right. Well, wouldn't you know it, they all turned away from their sins, started acting right. They was fasting and they was praying. They was wearing tater sacks around. I don't really know why they wear tater sacks, but for some reason that's what they do. Anyway, so even the king did. He went and tore his robes off and put a tater sack on and sat in ashes too. So what happened was God said, well, if y'all gonna start acting right, well, I guess I'll be all right. I'll do that. Well, old Jonah, he got to pouting and crying and whining. Well, I thought you was going to take them out. Now here you going to let them live. So he went outside the city pouting, crying, had a big lip stuck out and everything. And he made him a little shelter. He was sitting there. Well, it's getting all hot. God had a plant grow up over him in the middle of the night so that he wouldn't be so hot. And he thought, oh, Lord, this is so good. I feel so good now. This is so good. Well, the next night, God had a worm come, and he ate the plant. And it went away, and it withered. Well, here come a big old windstorm come up. And old Jones, he got to whining and pouting again. Lord, I'd just soon be dead than I had to be here. Jonah, he kind of sounded like, I don't know how old he was, but I'd say he's about as old as a 14-year-old little girl. That's kind of what it sounds like. Because he said, oh, I just soon be dead and be here. And anyway. So God come to him. He said, listen here, Jonas. He said, you know that I kind of made that plant in the first place. He said, yeah, I guess I do. He said, so you know I can just take it away, right? Said, yeah, I guess so. So he said, so you know I made all them people in Nineveh, and I can take them away, or I can let them live just like, just because I'm kind of God? And he said, yeah, I reckon so. So then that was about it. Then the story just ends. And hopefully Jonas quit whining so much. But anyway, so that's the story of Jonah and a big old fish and the town of Nineveh and all kind of good stuff. There's a bunch of stuff going on in that story. So that's all I got for you today. Y'all have a good one now.